I want to get on here and have a conversation because I had another channel yesterday, and it was very chilling for me because it's relatable. I've been here, I've done it, I understand it, and I'm hoping that maybe this can reach someone who is going through something that I've already been through multiple times and have truly learned to heal from. Hence the reason why a lot of times you see me always talking and working on my self-love journey, because it takes a lot of self-love to get you in a place where you see the error of people's ways and you move forward because you know that it's going to damage you in the long run, right? Now let's talk about it. I have dealt with multiple abusive relationships all of my life. I never dealt with a physical one because I'm just not having it. But I'm talking emotional, very manipulative, extremely toxic, just really bad relationships with people who wanted to diminish my value to keep me low. So let's talk about the channeling that I got last night. It pisses me off. It pisses me off because I hate people like this. And people like this will ruin really good people. And I don't think people like this are really, they have some type of demonic attachment. You cannot tell me the people who move like they did in this channeling are, just regular human beings out here with purpose. They have a purpose, right? But the purpose is more of how can I use and abuse people, and that to me is not purpose. That's just stealing people's energy and disrespecting. The challenge I got was there was someone who was in a relationship with somebody, and it's very similar to mine. So that's why I think it really irritates my soul when I channel stuff I've been through. You know what I'm saying? It really irritates my soul. So empathic people, we really do tend to attract broken people, right? And this is mentally broken people. It can be physical too, but half time it starts with the mental space too. So it's like, imagine you in a relationship, it starts mental and then it becomes physical if you allow it to continue to keep going forward, whatever the case may be. Because these people are hurt or they have some type of demonic attachment, right? So in this channeling, this relationship went really bliss. Like, it was really good at the beginning. Like, they all are. Like, this relationship that this person had was blissful in the beginning. But the reason why it was blissful was because, just like in my life, this is why it irritates my soul. That person in this dream had clearly went through hell and hot water and been through so much stuff that they just wanted a place of bliss. And it didn't matter really where it came from. They just wanted to get out of the pain, right? Unfortunately, that person knew that, right? I know that this person is trying to remove the pain. So, but I also know this person actually absolutely has like substance and value. Something that I fucking lack because I have no value. Let's be real. People get their value off of mimicking other people. It's a diabolical personality to have, but it does exist. I will mimic other people to get my way because I'm not even, you're really not worthy of it, but what they will do is they'll flip it on you so that you feel like you're not worthy of something. So in return, what happens is you end up being abused and not even realizing how bad it is, right? Because it's so gradual and you were in a low point, and that person was your little blissful moments because they use all types of tactics to keep you lured in. Like, one would definitely be sex. One would be, whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? But a part of it do look fake. Y'all just don't be seeing it. And there be little red flags in there. Y'all just don't be seeing it. And I was that person who just didn't see it. Why? Because I was so broken during the time that I met the person. That I just wanted those little happy moments because they made me feel good, right? I felt like I was cohesive with somebody finally. When, the sad part is I've been going through hell and hot water, and you were just playing the role of being that person, saying I can do that. And no, it's a slithery, snaky, messy, disgusting road that's gonna happen so gradually. It's almost like the rug is slipped up. You're like, nah, that can't be it. No, we're gonna try to get back to where we were, because that's where the bliss was. Let's get back to this bliss again. I'm a good person. Like, why are they treating me like this? And what you'll find is, again, they'll give you that pocket of bliss because they know, like, your spirit and your heart is so empathic and sweet, right? So they'll use those pockets of bliss to feed you, right? They'll feed you the poison slowly. They'll do a small, little slick shit to make you feel like something wrong with you. And then and really what it is, it's crazy, because it really be them. They be like, you never tried to do this for me. Why should I do this for you when you haven't done this? You. But the reality of it is you don't even realize that's their way of manipulating you into holding on to them, right? It's not to hold on to them for good reason. It's like they use it as a tactic to draw you back in. It's a push and pull, right? And you get so used to the push and pull, when they come back, you're just trying to fix it. And some people, you might actually live with them people, so that would be like a silent treatment move. So it's not like they move away and just don't talk to you. They just become silent, and you're alone. Technically, it's almost the same. So you be trying to fix it, because deep down inside you ain't do nothing wrong, but they make you feel like, yo, what did I do? How can we fix this? Okay, yeah, you was wrong, and you're not talking to me, which is so backwards, because you really should be talking to them based on what they did to you. And you confused trying to just fix it. It ain't even about that. You just try to fix the shit, right? That's the tactic, right? That's what they use to manipulate the situation. So you'll keep trying to fix it, and that is abuse, y'all. I don't care what nobody say. That is still abuse. It kills your self-esteem. It kills your self-esteem so bad, where you feel like you ain't worthy, because that person has already kind of drilled in your head that you ain't tried enough. It's your fault. You this, you. But really, they the ones that really don't be trying to do nothing. They lazy. They don't have no purpose with you. They create these future faking ass goals, because they never gonna do that. And then what they'll do is when it gets to the very end, and this is what I saw, this person was very much at the end of their wish. They were sick of it. They complained about it to everybody, but they still just hadn't left yet. But this person is sick of this shit. So what ends up happening is that pullback, it gets gradually worse. So what they will do is, and in this situation, they'll say, well, shit, I don't owe you nothing. Why should I give you this, that, this, and that? We not committed. We not married. We not this. We not that. You did this. You did that. You ain't never tried to fix it. So why would I want to do it for you when you ain't do it for me? Da, 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 da. Be careful. Be careful. The reality of it is you've done everything you were supposed to do for that person, and they didn't appreciate it enough. So when you didn't do it in their way, you didn't do it. Be very careful. So when they start blaming you and they pull away, that's the hook and sinker, because what they want you to do, and which most of us do, when we're empaths, do not do it. Whoever this dream is for, that's whoever this challenge for, do not go back, please. God, what you're seeing right now is who that person is. Let's be very clear. That blissful pocket moment, been gone. It ain't coming back, because that's what they used to get you in. And they got you in, they're going to abuse you, throw you out, keep throwing you out. It's like that little ball with the string. They keep hitting it. That's what they're doing right now. And then they're going to hit it one more time, let the ball drop. You didn't do this. You didn't do that. You're down at the bottom of the little paddle. You didn't do this. You didn't do that. And then you go say to yourself, damn, maybe I should marry that person. Damn, maybe I should commit to this person. Damn, maybe I should do more. When you've done more than enough, they gonna tell you ain't do shit. And what do? You commit to that person. And they got what they want. Bingo! Shots fired. You don't realize the shots. You think you get back to that pocket of bliss. Bitch, let me tell you something. Because that person knows that they can pull away and do all that stuff, and you still came back and you gave them that commitment, now you're going to be abused 10 times worse. And you're going to be so lost. You are going to be so broken. You are going to be so at their will. You are going to be weakened by all that. I'm telling you, do not commit. I committed, man. I didn't marry. I had a baby. It took me 5 years to heal from that. Don't do it. Take it from me. That after sucking that sour off that gummy bear and it's sweet, that eventually you're gonna chew it and you're gonna have to get another one. You're gonna have to go through that sour. And 1 minute you might end up getting that bottom of the bag Sour Patch gummy bear that got so much sour on it, you might not ever get to that sweet, because guess what? That was never the plan in the first place. Oh, that makes me emotional, y'all. Whoever this challenge is for, do not commit to this person. Oh my God. Ooh. Ooh. I'm trying not to get emotional. Don't you commit to that person. Don't do it. Oh, Jesus. Don't do it. Continue to be your good self. Ooh. That challenge was. And to talk it out, it makes it even worse, like, because it's starting to trigger me. Don't go back. Don't commit to that person because they claim that they not treating you that way. They treat you because you ain't fully committed or fully roped in. You ain't married, whatever. Don't do it. Please. That's the devil talking. Don't do that shit. Do not commit to somebody because they throwing that at you. They throwing that at you so that they can keep you stuck and then they can abuse you more. My God. It's like a shitstorm already, and it's gonna be even. You can almost become suicidal messing with people like that. You will take yourself out because that person will be the first one to tell you you're not doing enough over and over again. And you marry or you commit to that motherfucker and they going to do it even more. You didn't do this. You didn't do it. Because they know that's their way to keep you stuck in it. And they know you like to work on stuff. You don't like to give up on stuff. That's what empaths do. We don't give up. We going to love you. Right? We going to love you. Gonna love you like you've never been loved before. But it's certain people that just don't fucking appreciate it, right? Do not be with somebody who don't appreciate you. And don't allow somebody who don't appreciate you to F it up for somebody who might actually do it. Ooh, man. Ooh. Trigger, man. The PTSD is kicking in because I know what that abuse feels like. When somebody keeps telling you you ain't enough. I am more than enough. Who do you think you are? You're not enough. Do you have a job? Do you have anything? Do you have any value for real? Other than the value you showed me in the beginning of when we started this relationship that you never had in the first place. You did everything in your power to show me your representative. When that mask fell off, I was trying to get that mask to sit right back on your face. Don't do it. Feed into people who feed into you. People who feed into you are not going to sit there and tell you you're not enough. People who love you when you don't quite get or you quite miss the mark, they're going to pick it up for you. You're going to realize that, damn, maybe I do need to continue to do it. It's a difference. People who love you and rock with you ain't about to say that to you. And if they do, they're going to help you progress. They're not going to keep tearing you down. What type of human being he gonna continue to tell you that, and you gonna keep trying to work on it. That shit make me mad. It makes me so heated. This channel makes me so mad. I hate people like you. People who do shit like that. Y'all need to be locked away in a y'all fucked up type of jail. Because good people get ruined by messed up people like you. And I've been there. It took me years of counseling to heal from that. I didn't even look the same going through that. But when I pulled myself out of it, I came back out of my shell and became the same beautiful Brandy that I was before. Let me tell you an example of what I went through. It was a beginning red flag that should have shown me that I should have been left that relationship before it got worse. Here's my example. This really happened. This is the first red flag for real. The person I was with invited me to a wedding. Hey, I want you to go on a vacation style wedding with me to my hometown. I want you to go with me to this wedding as my guest. We did. Of course. Yeah. It's gonna be in December. Cool, I'll go with you. Nice and cold here, nice tropical weather. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for the invite. Thanks for the invite. Keyword invite. December. We did November. I'm like, so hey, what's the plans for the wedding? Yeah, I'm not gonna go. I decided not to go. I'm not gonna go. Oh, okay, cool. But I am gonna go because every December we go down to do something with my family. So I'm gonna go in December, but I'm not going to the wedding. Okay. You think nothing of it, right? You trusted the person ain't gonna go, and that it wasn't you, right? Wasn't you? You're not going. That has nothing to do with me. Okay, cool. You're not going. Yeah. You at the house. You nurturing that relationship. They already started diminishing slowly. You nurturing the relationship, trying to make sure that it stays stable because you don't want that. You want that master stable that you know who's never there. You want that person to treat you the way you want them to be treated because that's how you treat them. You treat them with love, dignity, courtesy, respect, right? And you love anything that's connected to them because that's who you are. You're an empath. So I'm cooking, right? And I look on the refrigerator and lo and behold, there is a magnet that says, "Thanks for coming to the wedding." So I'm looking like, yo, you said you weren't gonna go to the wedding, but you got a magnet on your refrigerator that says you did. Here comes a diminishing character part. So he's like, yeah, I went, but I knew you couldn't afford to go, so that's why I didn't invite you. So basically what he did was, I didn't want to pay for you to go. But instead of me saying that, I'm gonna diminish your character and make you feel like you couldn't afford to go. You couldn't do it, so that's why but let's remember, you invited me to this wedding, right? So it was a way to diminish my character by saying, well, you couldn't afford it, so I just decided not to invite you. And in reality, I should have left then. You are trying to hold it together. You making dinner, you cooking for them, like you trying to have a nice, peaceful day. And guess what happens? You sit down and you had that dinner with them after they've basically diminished your character, and they not talking to you. Silent treatment. You done called them out on their stuff. So you sitting there with a quiet dinner that you really put together. You worked on it, right? For me, I worked on the dinner. I really felt some kind of way. I felt violated to the point where it diminishes your worth. So these are just some of the things that they do, but then it does not get better. I promise you, it doesn't. So don't allow yourself to get stuck in a situation like that, because those relationships are extremely toxic, and you will lose yourself. And I did. So do not let somebody say that because they don't treat you a certain way because you ain't committed all the way to them marriage. I had a baby off somebody. That's not really a commitment, but that's still somewhat a commitment for 18 years. It didn't make that relationship no better, okay? Do not do it. Get out. It will get worse. Don't do it. Don't do it. Do not keep committing to that person. They are not for your greater good. And they're going to keep abusing you because they hate themselves for real. But they're not going to tell you that. They're going to blame it on you so that they can feel bad about themselves. It's the worst thing ever. And I hate that for anybody who gets in a relationship like that, because I've been there and I've done it more than once. This one was trying to be solidified a little bit more because of the baby, but me and my son are doing just fine. Just pray. Just pray yourself out of it. You will be fine. It takes a strong person to release yourself from those toxic bondages. It takes a strong person not to keep going back and listening to it and continue to commit to that, because you're not going to be yourself. And they love to hit you when you low. So like if you going through something, like for me, I was going through some shit when I met a significant other, but the past significant other. Let me rephrase that. The past person that was significant in my life, I was definitely going through it emotionally, and that was that pocket of bliss for me, and they knew that, and they could create those pockets of bliss knowing that I was down. So they like people like that, like narcissistic. They love to attack, people who are really sweet when they're low, because it kind of solidifies it. Because if they're really that low, and I'll give you just a little something or a lot just to prove it. Like, yeah, let me take you out to the theater. Let me do this. Let me do this. Let me take you here. Let me take you there. Let me show you a good time. And then all of a sudden it stops. That's because they've already reeled you in. Oh, got a big fish. Big fish. Because you're really a beautiful person. But you're not going to see it with that person, because they're going to keep you low so that you can stay, because that was the tactic that kept you there in the first place. So, yeah, don't get sucked into that abuse. It can be very damaging to your spirit. You will not. That counseling is going to be needed, because you're going to lose yourself in that. So that channel was really bad and very triggering. And whoever needed to hear that, you don't have to marry somebody or be committed to somebody for them to show you something, right? The right person will show you their genuine, authentic self. So if she cooking and cleaning at the house, she cooking and cleaning around you. It's not like you gotta wait to get a ring to do that, right? If you are taking care of your kids and running the show by yourself, and you meet somebody, 9 times out of 10, she gonna run the show with you too. If you got kids, I don't have to and this is just an example, but also I can see this in my age, in my 40s. I'm pretty sure the next person I meet is gonna have kids. As a woman, because I naturally do it for myself, if I love somebody, I'm gonna do it for you too. I don't have to have a ring to do that, because that's just who I am. Now, granted, there are some stipulations to that. Like, you don't want to keep giving somebody your time, knowing that it's not going nowhere, or knowing that they're not gonna appreciate it. So it's a thin line. I get it, but you can only give people what you give to yourself. All right, and that, I think that's what I'm trying to say to you. So if someone is saying, well, I'll do this if you was committed to me, but I ain't committed to you, like maybe I ain't gotta be committed to nobody to take care of myself. So if it's a simple thing like cooking, cleaning, and do whatever, if I can't do it for myself, like, that's crazy. Like, well, I got a way to get married to do that. I do it for myself. Dumb. I love that word, dumb. But just think about that. Do you really want to have to put a ring on somebody's finger just to get that result? It's not gonna happen. They already showing you they ain't doing it, so what makes you think that a ring is gonna make it any better? They'll do it for a little while, and then they go back to you didn't do this, you didn't do that. So now you constantly trying to fight with yourself to try to do that, so that you can stop hearing that you didn't do something. That is abusive to the 10th power. Don't abuse yourself like that. Keep going. Do not allow yourself to get sunk into that and marry somebody because they told you that they're not doing it because they ain't married to you. Bitch, you should have been doing it for yourself and your family if you got one. Because like me, I'm in my 40s. I got a kid. Like, my house is always going to be spiffy. My refrigerator is always going to be full if God willing gives me that opportunity to do it, because I work hard, right? But I do it because I want to do it for me. That's the key. So whoever this person I'm channeling, that I pray that you don't commit to that person. Don't do it. If they saying that, leave them alone. Find somebody who do it naturally, where you don't have to say, well, That's all I'm saying. Don't do it. Whew. All right, that's my message, y'all. All right, peace.